What do you think about USC UCLA wanting to play football in the Midwest?
I think it's great. I think it's great for our conference. I really do. College football is changing. The landscape is changing. And Commissioner Warren is a brilliant guy. He's really smart. He's got experience. He knows what he's doing. He's positioned the Big Ten for now and for the future for us to be the premier conference in the country. And so when you add teams like USC, UCLA, history, tradition, good coaches, good players, the market, okay? Now we're East Coast, West Coast. We recruit nationally. We've got guys on our team from California. We've got guys on our team from Nevada, from Arizona, from Colorado. That just increases our visibility. That lengthens our reach, so we can get into more homes. We can get in on more really good players, which we need to do to be able to compete for championships. So it only helps us.
I'm excited. I think it's great. I think it's great for the conference. We're now a national conference, and that's big. It gives us a lot of juice and energy and a lot of power. So I'm all for it. I think it's great, and looking forward to playing those guys.
Two big names, you're right. And when you think about the history of college sports, not just football, but every sport, it's just a rich history from both of those places. So that excites me. I just think it just adds to the brand of the Big Ten. We're coast to coast.
Well, it's probably just one more illustration of where we're going in college football. So certainly geography was not a factor. And I think, what we are seeing right now, some of the old traditions we think of, you think about Oklahoma and Nebraska, you think about Texas and Texas A&M, so those things are a thing of the past right now. So that's just part of the deal. Geography is not quite as important as it used to be. Traditions aren't quite as important. And I think TV is important. That's one thing I have figured out in 23 years. So whatever TV's thinking is probably where we're heading.
Well, I give the conference a lot of credit. I think they're being proactive and trying to get ahead of some of the changes that are inevitably coming to college football. We welcome really good teams into this league to join a lot of other really good teams. And I don't know if coaches' opinions matter, but I think we're moving in the right direction. And I think the Big Ten is going to be an important part of whatever happens in college football going forward.
Tremendous move by Commissioner Warren and the powers that be here in the Big Ten. With the SEC going and grabbing Oklahoma and Texas, I thought it was a hell of a power move by us to go get two storied traditional programs that are very like-minded to the other teams in this league.
I don't know which I'm more excited about, seeing Northwestern, Illinois, Wisconsin play in LA in November, or seeing those teams come to Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin to play in
Well, I will
November.
tell you, as a coach who's on the field, I'd much rather be in LA. But as a coach who's on the field, I'd much rather play them at our place. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be unique. The last time played in the Rose Bowl, we played USC in the Rose Bowl, right, in 95. I can't recall the last time is that we played UCLA. So I know they were on our non-conference schedule coming up down the road. So it's going to be neat to have that. And then for us, we have a lot of NU alums in Southern California. So to be able to go play in front of them now more frequently should be fun.
We have alumni all up and down the West Coast, all out west, and now they have a Big Ten blueprint all over where they live. And I think that's positive for the conference. That's positive for our alumni base. They don't have to travel all the way to Minnesota to go see a game, or in the Midwest. They can watch them out there, and they can be a part of it out there, even if they want to go in person. So I think it's great from an alumni and a fan standpoint. Obviously, as we continue to go through financially, that's for other people to worry about. But I think change is inevitable. And if you're not willing to adapt, expand, change with the times, you're going to die on the vine.
One thing I've always been proud of with the Big Ten is you're going to face really good teams. And they're really good teams because they've got really good players and well-coached teams. And so you see that be consistent. When they do join the league, that you're going to have that as well. And yet, I hope I'm still around then. You're right. I hope I'm there to enjoy it. But it's, I think, it changes part of it. And yet I also get encouraged because what doesn't change is the game of football and what we get to do and how we get to do it, and for me, where I get to do it with and the group that I'm with. And so looking forward to this year.
We're excited. I think anytime you get new additions to the conference, it's new opponents. These two have tremendous history and tradition, won a lot of football games, national championships, playing great venues in a great market. So I think the whole Big Ten, and I can speak for ourselves, we're excited to get to that point. It'll create some interesting trips for our team and our fans to be a part of that. And I think they'll add great value.
Coach, we're in the middle of some torrential changes in college football. A couple of them have come straight to your doorstep. We got a couple teams in Los Angeles that want to play Midwest football. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I've been in this league a long time, so I remember being in this league when they added Penn State, one-man show, but they moved it to 11, right? And then all of a sudden we added Nebraska. That was when I was a head coach at Wisconsin. They were literally our first. They were the first Big Ten game was at our place. And then to come full circle when they added Maryland and Rutgers to get us to the 14 we have, and now to add these two, I think to throw us into another time zone, another part of the country, it just brings tremendous value overall to our conference.
I think it's great for our league. You take a great league in the Big Ten and you make it stronger. Add on top of that, we got from New York to LA, we got the whole country covered. You wake up in the morning on a Saturday, you're watching Big Ten football. You go to bed at night, you're watching Big Ten football. What's better than that? And again, the landscape is changing, and hats off to our league. We made sure that we stayed in that 1-2 race, and that's the important part for all of us.
Thanks for watching this video, and remember, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos on the #1 ranked show YouTube channel.